going to put out a quick video on the progress, well, call it progress, see what happens. That pipe work in the filter cupboard, I'm just hoping that I can resolve that airlock. As I mentioned before, I think once I've got a good amount of water in there, I think obviously the pressure pushing down through that bottom drain up through the pipework, I'm hoping that it will resolve that airlock problem. If not, I'll just have to jump back in there. Well, I won't until it gets warmer. Just put some moulds in those elbows, so that should release the air. I think that's where it's getting trapped, obviously around the bend of the elbows inside. So I'll leave it here. I'll get on with tinkering around with the pipework and that ball valve, and I'll come back to you shortly. Alright, good afternoon people. Today being Saturday. Yeah, still tinkering around with this pipework. I don't want to go out and buy more things that I can help here, so I'm trying to make use of what I've got. So this is what I've come up with. Got that 1.5 inch ball valve. I'm going to cut that pipe off to the elbow, which gives me that 1.5 inch rubber boot, which I'll connect up. So basically it'll be coming from there, turn into the ball valve, then flexi from there to the pump. So I'm hoping that'll be okay. It's not. I'll try and get roughly where that is. So it's all more or less centre. So I've got no kinks in there. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've got no kink in there. So I mean, I've been pondering this about 10 minutes. So I think that's the only best way I can get out of this situation. Yeah. Right. Second thoughts. Instead of having, obviously, trying to keep the flow as best as possible without too many bends. Second option is to have it straight and cut the elbow off there, so that will stop into that 1.5 inch rubber, coming up, then into the pump, then via back to the water butts. So yeah, I might do that. That way I've got good flow, no restrictions. It's like it's quite tight. Basically I'm doing that, then that, like an S, whereas I'm just doing, sorry about my finger, straight flow, straight into the pump. Obviously I've got to put a slight bend in that because the return is there. So I'm just trying to create some nice space. So yeah, I think I'll end up doing that now. Cut it off on that section there, and then we're going straight. Right, first things first, quick cup of tea. Alright, good morning people. Well, a nice early morning, should I say. It's early for me, Sunday morning, 8 o'clock. Right, today's job is, just bear with me, that elbow there, the screw-in is obviously going directly to the holding tank. Today I'm going to swap that over and connect up to that return pipe to the pond. I want to drain some of the pond water into the pond to hopefully get that circulating around, a bit of bacteria in there. So I'm definitely trying to get these coils back in that pond next week. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning. I'm going to take a 10-minute job, so just connect that up, and start draining down the holding tank. Get some pond water in that pond. Right, onwards and upwards. Right, that's that changed over. I'll get that pump back on. So That water from this butt, and this butt will run in there into the main pond and not the holding tank. So let's get that pump on, see what happens. There we go. So that's now coming from the water butts. Alright, that's filled up nicely. Actually, it's filled up quite quick as it goes. So, looks like I've had a result. Just wait on the pump. Took about, well, a couple of seconds, probably about just under a minute. And it has pulled the water through. So I'm hoping whatever airlock is there in the bottom of that drain there, just pulled it out, pulled it through. So I'll just turn that stop valve off, close that up. So fingers crossed, that should be okay now, all up and running. Alright, onwards and upwards. Alright, just whack that pump on. Quite happy with that. Might have reduced that hose, but yeah, I'm happy with that. We've got a drip underneath there, I'm not sure about that, but there, something gushing out. So, see we've got the O-rings, just I'll make one up, gun it up with some Vaseline, stop that leaking out, that's pissed out at the moment, but at least that's up and running, no airlocks. Right, let's switch that off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Shut that down. Right, let's get that sorted out. Missing some more Jubilee clips, it's got a bit rusty there. That was quite new, hopefully they'll fit on there. Right, let's get this done. Right, as you can see, judging by the algae marks, I've taken out quite a bit of water in that. And I think they're going to be spooked, they're ready for shallow. So I'm just topping that back up now. That's going through the carbon filters. That'll probably take a good hour or so. Top that back up. In the meantime, I'll get that pipe work swapped around. Right, let's do this. Alright, that's the pipe work swapped over. We'll see if that goes to the main pond. This is now back to the holding tank. I'll just check the handle, well, the angle, not handle, angle. Turn, I'm happy with that. Right, put the pump back on, that's it. Right, there we go. Water coming back through. Fish is all spooked. I've got that trickling through. It takes a couple of hours to fill up now. curiosity. What's happening? What's new? Right, get those connections sorted out on the main pond, on the pump, get them all sealed up, and I'll get that up and running. Right, I've gone around that with PTFE tape. What I'll do is I'm going to smear that with some Vaseline, get that hose back on, so hopefully that should help out. Right, we'll see. It's up and running again. No leaks. Just keep it like that one. It's a little dripped out. I'm not too concerned about that. For the time being. But that's not gushing out, so that's okay. Yeah, I did cut it off for the bottom of that. I think I've seen better days. So right, I'm happy with that. Right, let's leave that running now. So guys, that's it. All up and running. No airlock. I've basically, as shown on the video, whatever water's in those water butts, I think it's probably in total about probably 300 litres. I've topped up with in the main pond. So that's helped resolve the airlocks. So I'm glad I decided for that ball valve to go straight and not do the S-shaped. So I think that's the best thing for that setup. So yeah, basically that's it then. So what I've done is I've put 300 grams of pond salt in there. This come Wednesday, I'll probably put another 300 grams in there, so 600 grams in total. Anyone give me some more advice on how much salt I should put in there? It's roughly about 5,000 litres, 5,000 plus. So yeah, so I'm going to put another 300 grams in on Wednesday, just let it dissolve naturally in the pond. This coming weekend, I was going to put the fish in there, but I think what I'll do is I'll add them gradually. I've got 2 mirror carp in there, big mirror carp, so I might put them in first. So just to test the waters, as I say. So yeah, basically that's it, guys. So all up and running. I'll just leave that set up where it flows back into the pond with the flexios for the time being. As long as it's got some circulation, it should be right. But as I said, probably just put 2 fish in there this coming weekend, which will be Saturday or Sunday, and then see how it goes. So yeah, guys, I'm glad I've got it all up and running now. Well, it says that, fingers crossed. Time will tell once all the fish are in. So yeah, guys, just say thanks for watching, thanks for any feedback, and please like and subscribe, be much appreciated. Till next time, I'll catch you later.